Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. So first of all, I want to say thank you to Matri for showing us the previous solution for question 1 and 2. And I'm sorry for not attending today's tutorial since I'm having another thing to settle down. So let's not waste our time. Let's get started with question 3 of tutorial 4. So hi, welcome students. If you were an element on the periodic table, you would be hydrogen. Why? Not because you were discovered in 1766 by Henry Cavendish and are a colorless odorless gas, but because you are number 1. Okay, you can try it later on someone you like. So this is the question 3. You have to arrange the following in the order of increasing atomic or ionic size, and please justify your answer. So for the first question, you have to compare between sodium ion, aluminum ion, and also sulfur ion. And the second question, you have to compare between chlorine, bromine, and neon. So don't get panicked. This is how you should solve this question. First thing first, you have to get ready with your periodic table, of course. Second, you have to circle the elements that had been stated in the question. And last but not least, you have to work on it. So you must be confused right now. What did I mean by that? So let's get started with the first question. Okay. So the first question is, of course, first thing first, you have to get ready with your periodic table. Second, you have to circle the elements that had been stated in the problem statement before, which is here in this question. You have to circle the sodium ion, the sodium, aluminium, and sulfur. So after you have circled this circle the elements that needed, what should we do next? So let's see what should we do next actually. So the next step is we are advised to do such table, which consists of the element. We have to list down all the elements and the property of each atom and ion, which consists of the number of proton and electron respectively. So actually, the objective of why we create this table is we want to determine the number of electron. But the problem here is, it's not really a problem, but the main conclusion of this question is uh, the sodium ion and the aluminum ion, both of them has the same number of electron, which means that they have the same amount of electron repulsion. So how should we determine the size of this element then? So because of it have the same number of electron, that means we have to determine the number of proton. So what should we do next? So we know that the ion, which consists the biggest number of electron, will result on the smaller size. Okay, so the higher the number of proton, the smaller the size will be, because the ionic radius will contract. Okay, the more protons will pull on the electron, and the ionic radius will contract more. So between sodium ion and aluminum ion, we now can determine that sodium ion has the bigger size compared to aluminum ion. So the range of or the answer of this question will be aluminium. Okay, the smaller one will be aluminium, followed by sodium, and the biggest one is sulfur. Why do sulfur has the biggest size? Because that it has 14 electron, which is more than the number of electron in sodium ion and aluminium ion. Okay, the biggest number of electron, the biggest the size will be. Okay, clear with that. I hope you clear with that. So the next question is we have to compare between chlorine, bromine, and neon. This question is much more easier because this is just an atom, it's not an ion. Okay, so we know that, okay, when we go to the left of periodic table, the size will be increased. Why does it become like that? It's because when we go to the right of the periodic table, the protons will be less, fewer protons, which means that the electromagnetic force between the electron and nucleus will be less. So that means that the nucleus will not pull on the electron tightly. So while each time we go down the periodic table, we are adding an entire new shock, which will result in the increases of the size of the atom. So the answer will be, okay, the neon will be the smallest, while followed by the chlorine, and the biggest will be bromine. So that's all for my explanation. I hope you're clear with that. If there is anything if there is anything you want to ask, you may ask me maybe on WhatsApp or Telegram because I'm not there to answer your question. So just hit me up if you have a question. Bye. Thank you.